Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for San Antonio, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox in at the point. So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt. Oh, mercy. De'Aaron Fox with the move and the finish. That's a nice setup.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 for DiVincenzo. San Antonio with the rebound. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Fox, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Edwards. Yep, that one goes.
Excellent touch on the floater. Edwards is such a dynamic offensive talent.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Fox has got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels outside. From past the arc.
High effort play and quickness. That's how Vassell makes a defensive impact.
To the paint. Here's Fox. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And here is Fox, following Julius Randle's 3. Fox against DiVincenzo. Right side, Fox. The shot will not fall. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Down low, stolen by McDaniel. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. McDaniels outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Keeping his options open, Randall would rather pass out if his look isn't there.
Vassell sets a screen for Fox. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Fox has got 6 points.
With no time to spare, Fox making it look easy operating under pressure.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Julius Randle. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Spurs have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Champagnie. 1:32 left to play here in the first. Here's the screen. And here's Harper from the arc. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Dillingham with it. Johnson's there. The 3. Another miss by Minnesota. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Champagnie. Launches a 3. And it's Sohan missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And finished off by McDaniel.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now here's Harper. Still scoreless. To the left side wing. Champagnie. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Conley, the pass to Clark. Outside, Reed. Inside. And Reed throws it down.
Conley's got a great set of skills as a passer. He might not always make the flashy pass, but he will make the smart.
Now Johnson. Launches from deep. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Here's Cornette. He has yet to score. Outside, Fox. Over Dillingham. And Fox gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 1.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
Randle no good. And for the Spurs, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Here's Randle after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot from the top of the key. Reed with the rebound.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Pass to Cornette. Here's Sohan. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Now Cornette. No good on the triple. Randle gets to Conley. And they call an illegal screen here. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. McDaniels comes in for Clark, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wembanyama, a screen on Conley. Wembanyama passes to Fox. It's stolen by Gobert. It's deflected and stolen by Barnes. Castle against Edwards. Wembanyama high post. Pass to Vassell. Barnes outside. Clock at 6. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now?
Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Over Barnes. Good D by Barnes.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Fox. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. And McDaniels with the block. They retain possession. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall dishes to Conley. Back to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Conley, the pass to Randall. It's not going to go for him. Nice defense by Vassell.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Edwards against Fox. A floater. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. McDaniels outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Spurs leading by 3. It's Vassell on the wing. McDaniels defending. Pass to Castle. And here is Barnes. Outside, Fox. Over Conley. Another miss by Fox. Here's McDaniels. To the middle, trying to end the drought. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 1. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Chris Finch, and Coach, any adjustments?
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Well, they've been the more physical team, and we've seen that on the glass as well as all the other areas, guys.
Yeah, this team is built to rebound. We thought that might be an advantage coming in. Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. San Antonio leading. Here's Castle. Misses the three. Here's Randall. McDaniel's outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Vassell. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Vassell's got his first bucket in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Randall. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. He nails it, and we're tied up. DiVincenzo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Spurs shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Barnes, screen on Edwards. Here's Castle. Connects in the foul line jumper. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Back to Randall for the lead. Good D by Barnes.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
It's stolen by Edwards. To the inside, here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the basket by Minnesota. 11 feet away. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
McDaniels outside. Three-pointer, Randall. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Vassell outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. on the Spurs with some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. And a change for the Timberwolves. Conley's checked in. Now, here's McDaniels. 9 points in the game so far. For 3, Edwards. And no good that time. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Edwards looking it over. Shoots over Fox. Edwards can't hit. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Fox with the screen for Wembanyama. Shoots over McDaniel. And that one's good. Wembanyama. And it's a 3-point San Antonio lead. McDaniels outside. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Fox against Edwards. Fox kicks to Harper. For 3. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Conley. McDaniels outside. Randall is screen on Fox. Lets the 3 fly. Wembanyama with the rebound. Here's Sohan. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. And the Spurs lead by 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Spurs finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. And Fox gets it to go.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Dillingham with it. Here's Juzang. A 3-pointer off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
He had a nice open look right there. Harper's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. GA, you hear about 3-level score, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
He's off on the first. Olenek, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Minnesota also with the sub. Conley's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Spurs leading by 10. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Olenek. Now Johnson. He's covered by Clark. And the basket is good. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Randall. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Rebound by Sohan.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fox passes to Olenek. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Olynyk got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Randall left side. Over Sohan. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's San Antonio. They're on an 11-1 run right now. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. And Wembanyama throws it down!
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Timberwolves trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox kicks to Barnes. Now Wembanyama. And the dunk by Barnes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Now Randall over Barnes. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Castle. Now here's Fox. A 3 from Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama has got 5 points now this quarter. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And here's Randall.
2 minutes remaining.
And when players get into a little extracurricular conversation with opponents, RJ, do you think officials are a little too quick to hit them with a double T?
No, that's just officials trying to get control of the game, giving both players a warning. That's all a tough technical is a warning, because we don't have both players have been warned. We have both players have technicals.
Wembanyama outside. Three-pointer, Fox. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Randall no good. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 20-4 run. Randall against Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. And that one drops for him.
and it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.